current report aims to help the retail industry, but it's not just shops that affect our spending habits. The rise of the internet means that customers don't need to visit the high street. Instead, everything can be ordered from the comfort of your own home. This means that in the UK last year, nearly 10% of all retail spending was bought over the web. So how does this affect the high street?
Google reports 60% of consumers research online for products they intend to buy in store, so the high street still plays a role. People like to interact with products that they've prior researched online, or alternately, they do their research in the high street and then they order online. Whatever it is, it's an entirely multi-channel retailing environment, which is where the internet and the shops come together to provide a total customer experience.
So the internet doesn't spell the end for our towns, and high streets still need to be as profitable as they can. Over 300 people marched through Sheffield today in a protest against NHS cuts, and their message was clear.
We say fight back!
On the march from the Hallamshire Hospital to Sheffield's Town Hall were trade unionists, NHS workers and medical students, and protest organisers were pleased with the turnout.
Today's been fantastic. Everyone's been really enthusiastic. There's been a lot of different groups coming together, and in some ways that's really positive. In some ways it's a bit like everyone's coming from a different angle, but I think we all care about one issue, which is we want to save the NHS.
The coalition government's healthcare and social care bill aims to modernise the NHS and help deal with spending cuts by increasing efficiency and saving a third of the budget. But protesters in Sheffield are worried about what the bill could mean for the day-to-day running of the NHS.
When we're becoming doctors, we don't want issues like financing to become part of our patient care.
Patients should be getting the same standard of care across the country, no matter how rich or poor you are. And these kind of changes are going to worsen the postcode lottery.
The march in Sheffield coincides with a number of marches around the country, but whilst many people may be against the government bill, it also has many supporters.
It is all about making sure that we increase the investment in the NHS, provide better value of money, but most importantly, deliver a better quality of care for patients in the NHS and make sure that the outcomes are better for people who need the support.
The march ended with speeches outside the town hall, and it was clear that here in Sheffield, protesters are not going down without a fight. I'm here at Weston Park, where earlier today these gates were put back into place. They've been missing for 17 years. How they disappeared, no one knows, because each of them weigh a ton. But finally, after all this time, they've been found in Derbyshire after someone bought them to be gates for their house. They bought them from someone who bought them from someone else, so we still don't know how they got from here to there. But the main thing is that they're back in place, where they've been since the Victorian times.